Greetings everyone and welcome to our YouTube channel. Do you or someone you care about struggle with high blood pressure? Then you are in the right place. Join us as we explore a cutting-edge study that unveils the astonishing power of slight dietary changes in blood pressure control. You see, what we eat isn't just about satisfying hunger. It's about nourishing our bodies and nurturing our well-being. Today, we are uncovering groundbreaking research that reveals the incredible power of small dietary tweaks in controlling blood pressure. But why does this matter, you wonder? Because understanding how our food choices affect our health is the key to unlocking a life of vitality and wellness. So let's dive into the latest evidence-based studies that shed light on the secrets of blood pressure control using the tools we already have in our kitchens. Together, we will navigate this captivating journey towards heart wellness, one meal at a time. So buckle up and join us as we unravel the mysteries of healthy living. Let's get started on this exciting adventure. First, let's discuss the devastating impact of high blood pressure on overall health. High blood pressure, also known as hypertension, often underestimated, quietly ravages the lives of billions worldwide. In a landmark report by the World Health Organization, WHO, in 2023, the staggering truth was unveiled. Over 1.3 billion souls are affected, yet a startling 80% remain inadequately treated. Imagine as you read this, nearly half of those afflicted walk unaware, inattentive to the ticking time bomb within. But why? Well, people with high blood pressure may not feel any symptoms, and the only way to know is to get your blood pressure checked. Despite its prevalence, high blood pressure poses a serious threat if left untreated. You see, high blood pressure isn't just a statistic, it's a silent assassin, claiming lives prematurely, shattering dreams, and leaving families devastated. But fear not, for knowledge is the key to liberation. Through understanding comes empowerment. Guess what? Reducing high blood pressure prevents heart attack, stroke, and kidney damage, as well as other health problems. A quick clarification on the blood pressure numbers is worth discussing here. High blood pressure occurs when the force within your blood vessels exceeds healthy limits, as defined by World Health Organization WHO, with values set at 140/90 mm mercury or higher, and the US limit set at 130/80 mm or higher. Now, the first number, systolic blood pressure, represents the pressure in the blood vessels when the heart contracts or beats, while the second number, diastolic blood pressure, represents the pressure in the vessels when the heart rests between beats. Understanding these numbers empowers us to grasp the intricacies of our heart health, guiding us towards informed decisions and proactive measures. Let's turn our attention to the role of dietary salt restriction on blood pressure control. Now, it's been more than 2 decades since the dietary approaches to stop hypertension, also known as DASH sodium diet, showed that reducing sodium levels from roughly 3,300 mg per day to 1,500 mg significantly lowered systolic blood pressure by 7 mm mercury. Yet, despite this evidence, daily salt consumption continued to soar beyond recommended thresholds, perpetuating a silent health crisis. As the World Health Organization, U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and American Heart Association advocate for limits of 2,300 mg sodium or less, our collective journey towards optimal wellness stands at a crossroads. Part of the reason is that past studies assessing blood pressure reduction with decreased salt intake typically exclude patients with diabetes, high blood pressure, and those taking blood pressure medication, which left a gap in our understanding on how reduction in salt intake affect blood pressure on the population at risk. Now let's embark on a journey through the groundbreaking coronary artery risk development in young adults salt sensitivity of blood pressure, also known as CARDIA-SSBP trial. The title simply means the relationship between salt sensitivity and blood pressure control in young adults. This study enrolled 213 individuals aged 50 to 75 years across 2 U.S. cities, including participants with and without high blood pressure. The study participants had their blood pressure measured by 24-hour continuous monitoring while on their usual diets. They were then assigned to either a high salt diet or a low salt diet for 1 week. Participants then switched over to the opposite diet for 1 week with blood pressure measured over a 24-hour period on the last day of each diet. Let's uncover the core insights from the study. In just 7 days, individuals adhering to a low salt diet experienced a noteworthy drop in systolic blood pressure. The difference between high and low salt diets averaged 8 mm mercury in the whole study groups, a significant drop in a short time frame. For those with diabetes, the benefits of salt reduction were even more profound. The study showcases an astonishing average reduction of close to 17 mm mercury in systolic blood pressure, a remarkable improvement compared to the general study population. Interestingly, individuals with high blood pressure exhibited an enhanced response to salt reduction compared to those with normal blood pressure, but still showed significant blood pressure reduction in this group. Here is another important point. The impact on blood pressure reduction was notably significant across the board, irrespective of age, gender, race, weight, or blood pressure medication usage. These findings underscore the transformative potential of low-salt diets. By embracing simple dietary changes, we can pave the way to better heart health and overall well-being. You may be wondering how many grams of salt were used in the study. Let me break it down for you. Low dose 500 mg sodium diet equals 1.25 grams of salt, while high dose 4,500 mg sodium diet equals 11.25 grams of salt, a stark difference. Remember, daily recommended salt intake stands at 2,300 mg sodium or 5.75 grams of salt, which is a little more than a teaspoon. Guess what? A typical salt intake for Americans hits 3,500 mg sodium or 8.75 grams of salt, exceeding the recommended limits. Let's rethink our salt intake for better health outcomes. Significance of the study in public health. 1. The study used commercially available products in the low-salt diets, and the menus are available for people to follow, making it more accessible than some diets used in previous studies. 2. Another attractive piece of information obtained in this study is that you do not have to wait for months to see an effect. With a low-salt diet, blood pressure improvements are noticeable within just 1 week. It's a swift transformation that speaks volumes about the power of dietary changes. 3. Even a modest reduction in dietary salt can wield significant benefits for blood pressure management. Just as any amount of physical activity contributes to overall health, every salt reduction, no matter how small, moves the needle towards better heart health. 4. Surprisingly, the blood pressure reductions achieved through low-salt diets rival those of common blood pressure medications like hydrochlorothiazide. It is a tangible reminder that dietary choices hold immense potential in our quest for optimal health. You may ask, can low salt intake be maintained long term? Maintaining a low salt diet over the long term is indeed a challenge, but with the right mindset, it's entirely achievable. It's all about embracing a whole food, plant-based approach, rich in lean proteins like fish and chicken, while steering clear of processed meats. Wondering how to stick to a low salt intake? Load up on plant-based foods and lean meat. By focusing on wholesome natural options, you can effortlessly meet your low salt goals. Here is the good news. As you continue your low salt journey, your taste buds evolve. High salt foods lose their appeal, and you become used to the subtle flavors of a low salt diet. Ever wonder why we can't just eliminate salt altogether for better blood pressure control? Here's the catch. While salt restriction is effective, going completely salt-free isn't the solution. Low sodium levels, also known as hyponatremia, can spell trouble for your health. In severe cases, it can cause the brain to swell, leading to headaches, seizures, coma, and even death. The imbalance between fluid levels inside and outside the brain cells, known as fluid shift, is to blame here. Remember, moderation is key. While sodium restriction is beneficial, complete elimination can have dire consequences. Who are those at risk for low salt that may result in an unintended consequence? Here they are. 1. Certain populations like older adults have a higher risk of low salt in the blood. That is because older adults are more likely to have an illness or take medication that can reduce sodium levels in the blood. 2. This group may surprise you. Athletes, especially those who participate in long-distance endurance events, are also at a high risk of developing exercise-associated severe low salt level. In their case, it's usually caused by drinking too much water and failing to replace the sodium that's lost through sweat. So, my athlete friends, be mindful and do not underestimate the power of salt. Discovering the secrets to better health shouldn't be a mystery. If you or someone you care about faces this challenge of high blood pressure, especially if it's resistant to conventional medications, it's time to explore your sodium intake. If high, consider consulting a dietitian and a high blood pressure expert to delve deeper into managing your blood pressure effectively. Also, if you have gained valuable insights from our exploration into the impact of salt restriction on blood pressure in this video, show your support by giving us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video with your loved ones, because better health is a journey we all embark on together. Until next time, prioritize your well-being and stay informed.